Hey family, welcome back. This week has been full of ups and downs in the garden. Some successes, some failures to keep learning experiences, we'll call it. So I want to share some of those things with you really quickly. I want to give you something I'm super excited about right now. It's this pot. Not so much this pot, although this is a really cool color and I love this pot. I've had it for a while, but what's going on inside the pot. So I'm gonna tip this over so you guys can see. Yep. So those are oyster mushrooms that are starting to form on the inside of this pot. I'm gonna go over what I did to breathe new life into a mushroom kit that I bought from a big box store that I thought was already gone and wasn't gonna be able to produce for me. If you're interested, stay tuned. Of course, you guys know I've got some special stuff to tell you along the way. So let's get into it. So my name is Elle, and I want to be your garden hero. Hero stands for helping everyone reach objectives. I specialize in growing in urban spaces, and I want to inspire you to grow more of your own food in whatever space you have available and to start right now. I didn't grow up on a farm or out in the country, and so I want to engage people in cities and urban areas to grow more food and less grass. Okay, y'all, so let's start from the beginning. So firstly, I put in 5 new garden beds 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because my nieces were here last week. Filled them up, put the seedlings in that were back there, leeks and peas and collards and kale, and I mean like 5 different types of kale, just a ton of stuff. And something, bird, squirrel, rodent, has been in those garden beds. I mean, and just snatching stuff out. I know I'm gonna have to start some more seeds, and probably I'm going to have to grow the seeds out a little bit longer, so that way I'm putting nice established plants out there that just kind of have to get their footing. But I am super excited about the mushrooms that I showed you guys earlier in the opening. I bought a mushroom growing kit. I'd always wanted to buy one. I was out at Lowe's picking up who knows what, something for the garden, and I saw the mushroom kit and I said, you know what, before I order one online, I have to pay for shipping and all of that kind of stuff, let me just buy one and bring it home and kind of see if I can make this work. Well, I got back home, opened up the box, and evidently it was either an old package or something, but the plastic had gotten brittle, and once the mushrooms are once the colony of mycelium, which is the structure of actual mushroom, touches the air, it will begin to fruit. And so mushrooms are what are called the fruiting bodies of the mycelium, which is the actual spawn of the mushrooms. If you've ever dug out in your garden and you see sort of like these white fibers in the dirt, that could be mycelium, especially if it's like a really, really well-established garden. So anyway, the mycelium colonizes the soil or the substrate that it's growing on, and then once it's exposed to the air, again, it starts to produce the actual mushrooms that we eat. So bought the package. It was full of these sort of like kind of what it looks like in here. So it was full of these just everywhere, all on the inside of the packaging. And I thought, oh, this sucks. but I had an idea. Let's do an experiment. So I took that colonized spawn and I layered it in this flower pot with a little bit of soil at the bottom and then a layer of shredded paper and cardboard. I used some cardboard from some boxes I stuffed things that I'd ordered, things like that, and then I have a shredder for all of my mail. And I layered then the shredded paper and a layer of the spawn, the mycelium that was inside of the bag, and then paper, mycelium, paper, mycelium, paper, mycelium, and then over the top a layer of soil. And that is to help to keep the mycelium from being exposed to the air before it completely colonizes the substrate. All of a sudden I went and checked it today, and there you have it. I've got these wonderful little mushrooms that are starting to form. So great thing about this is that, one, I will have mushrooms that I will be able to eat. So I'm gonna eat these mushrooms. Don't think that I wasn't. I'm definitely gonna eat these mushrooms. And then once I'm done eating the mushrooms, I will be able to do a couple of things. One, I can take the remaining spawn that's in the pot, take the soil off the top. I can break this in half, do another culture where I layer it again, you know, paper, spawn, paper, spawn, paper, spawn. It'll colonize through that paper and I can get more mushrooms, but then now I have two, which is awesome because I love mushrooms. And having free mushrooms now indefinitely is right up my alley. Or, which is what I'm probably gonna do, is I will take half of this to create another, you know, flower pot like this to grow more mushrooms. And then the other half of it, I'm going to take out into the garden to add to some of my garden beds. Good things happening in the yard. Of course, it was getting warmer until it wasn't. My strawberries immediately started to settle in and produce little leaves that were coming out. I'm super excited about having strawberries this year. I've wanted to grow strawberries at home for a while, so we'll see how that goes as well. I bought grow bags, so I actually bought some more potatoes because I had planted all the potatoes that I initially bought in the raised beds. So I had to go buy some more potatoes so that I can put them in the grow bags, and then that'll give me a nice side-by-side comparison of which potatoes yielded more and what was the ease of using the grow bags to grow potatoes. And I probably will do onions as well. I am also getting ready to plant carrots inside, and then I'll put those outside as well. I'm super excited about the mushrooms though. I love mushrooms. I actually went today and ordered 2 more types of mushrooms that I'm gonna grow in the yard as well. I will be putting separate raised bed specifically for morel mushrooms, which is another type of mushroom that I really like, but they require soil that doesn't really get disturbed a whole lot. I bought some more grapes that I'm gonna put in, and the raised bed where I'm gonna put the grapes, I'm going to put in just the morel mushrooms, and I may actually plant asparagus there as well, because that kind of makes sense to me to grow those things together, since you don't dig up asparagus, and I won't, you know, I really wouldn't mess with the area too much because the grapevine would be there. Morel mushrooms, things like that would fit in quite nicely. And then I ordered some wine cap mushrooms, which is a Stropharia, now I'm gonna mess up the name, but I'm gonna put it at the bottom for you. Stropharia something annulatum. is what I'm going to be ordering. And then those I'm going to, once I grow them out once, I'm going to then just kind of spread them in all of the garden beds, and then they will just kind of pop up wherever they feel comfortable. And I'll have mushrooms that I'll be getting directly from my yard. I would be doing an actual garden tour normally, but I think I'm gonna have to push the garden tour off until there's no rain. So maybe if I have a nice sunny day, I'll go out and do a quick tour and video that for you guys, and go from there. So I'm gonna get this edited down and bring it back to you guys next week. So if you missed last week's video, go back and watch last week's video. I'm doing a seed giveaway, and the rules and parameters on how you can enter to win the seeds is in the previous video. So go back, watch that video, do what you need to do to enter to win. Even though the birds got me for my seedlings, I still have I have so many seeds. Like, I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out, and y'all are gonna think I'm a little crazy, and probably am. But I mean, I've got all of these seeds. A lot of those are my flower seeds though. I've got this whole packet of seeds, you know, just seeds upon seeds upon seeds, tomatoes, bell peppers, okra. I've got this in the seeds, and this is squash, more okra. I need to put those with other ones. More squash, melons, cucumbers. I've got more seeds. Carrots, radish, beets, more carrots, leeks. I've got more seeds. This is more kale, mustards, lettuce, spinach. I'll pick up some more seeds. This is sort of my catch-all herbs and medicinal. So mullein, chamomile, which I'm having so much trouble with. If you know how to grow chamomile, everybody that I talk to says chamomile is super finicky. So if you have a chamomile trick, please leave it in the comments below. My chamomile just is not sprouting. Even with the heat mats, it's just not sprouting really well. So if you know something that I clearly don't know, please help. Cilantro, basil, more basil. Is that 2 different types of basil? Yes, we've got 2 different types of basil. 3 different types of lemon basil. I've got sage, dill, celery, lavender, cumin, fennel, and more seeds. I've got green beans. I've got, what is this? Bush beans. That's all green beans. Then I got more beans over here. My Thai soldier long beans, black turtle beans. I think I got a fava bean in here somewhere. This is, I mean, somebody pronounce that for me, because I think it's bird or broken court. We're gonna go with that. Just more and more beans, fava beans. I like those, of course, because Silence of the Lambs is one of my favorite movies, and I'm a favorite lecture. I said that was crazy, right? And then I got more seeds. So people, like, comment, subscribe, go back to the previous video, find out what you got to do to enter in to the seed giveaway. I'm giving away these seeds, people. There's nothing stopping you from winning this. There's nothing stopping you from growing this year. I may even give away a couple of grow bags, because I ordered like 10 or 15 grow bags, and I'm never going to use 10 or 15 grow bags. So I may actually give away some seeds and some grow bags to people. So definitely enter. Yeah, let's do this. Well, y'all know how this goes. If this video has been entertaining, and I hope that it was, if this has been educational, and I hope that it was, or this video has just helped you to unlock your garden hero, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, click the bell so that you're notified when all of my videos are uploaded. If you know someone who can benefit from this information, or you know someone who can use those seeds that I'm giving away, share the video with them, bring them on board. We're trying to add as many people to the family as possible. I would certainly appreciate that. My goal is to be your garden hero, but to make you the hero in your own garden. So share this video. I look forward to bringing you some more information as the season really gets kicked off and unfolds for us. And I look forward to hearing what you guys are doing as well. It's always a pleasure to spend some time with you guys. And you guys have a great week. I will see you next time. Kisses. The mushrooms are going to be another... What is that? Child, I went out there and my puppy is sick. She is in there just letting have all over the floor.